Hey Sagittarius, it's Kathleen here from Triple Threat Tarot, here to do your March reading. I apologize for it being so late in the month, Sagittarius. I actually had some medical issues I was dealing with, so I do apologize for that. It was unavoidable. However, I'm here now. I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time, and I'm going to look at the next 4 weeks for you right now, since you've been so patient and waited so long. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This is a general reading. I do not take cards from the deck. They jump from the deck. That's just the way I do it. If you want to fast forward, please feel free. Additionally, this reading will not resonate with everyone. It will resonate with the person who is, or people who are most in need of hearing it. And Spirit will make that determination, not me. So if it doesn't resonate with you, you can check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. Venus for love and questions therein. And a second. And then your rising sign for questions regarding career or purpose here. So for your first two cards, archetypal energies are the Mirror and the Threshold. Let's take a look at what those are about. You're on the Threshold. Interesting. Okay. Just give me 1 second here, please, Sagittarius. It takes a minute to look these up in the book. It's not the best appendix, but the cards are amazing, and the energies have been right on this month. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to see what's going on here. Okay. First card we got for you was the Threshold. The door, the gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at a threshold of initiation. This is here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed, the former you. A new frontier calls. That is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step forward, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step towards a future that is currently calling to you. Crossing a threshold may not always be voluntary. Sometimes we are thrown across the boundary through circumstances far beyond our control. Either way, we can never go back. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look to the great elephant god for support. Hecate, Janus, and Menshen are also watching over you. Growth, individuation, ease in the liminal. In the negative, however, this indicates resisting and a refusal to grow, and putting up appropriate boundaries or having appropriate boundaries, formidable boundaries, that no one can cross. Unhealthy boundaries. Okay, let's look at the Mirror next. See what that has to say. What's that? Oh, the Warrior. Again, kind of a... I'd use the appendix, honestly, except honestly it takes just as long to find the card. Okay, here we go. The Mirror. So, in contrast to the Threshold, the reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. So you're on the threshold of a new self, putting away your past self, your former self. People won't even recognize you. And this is about the mirror and looking at yourself. Interesting how these are tied. We look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythical land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away. A fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and the danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. So how you see yourself right, is keeping you from your true self, and you're on the threshold of discovering who that is. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put the phone down, stop with the comparisons, let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside. For further reflections, read the poem I Am Not I by Juan Jimenez. It's Jimenez, and Yoko Ono's Mirror Piece in Grapefruit. Speak to yourself gently and kindly in the mirror. It will feel awkward at first, but it is a sure way to become friends with yourself. When you are balanced, you are witnessing the deeper self and a pure awareness that you're about to step into over here. When it's dark, it signifies narcissism and comparison to others and having harsh edges or, boundaries over here, right? So these two are tied, obviously. Your former self giving way, stepping over the threshold into your new self. What you see in the mirror, or what you saw as yourself all along is going to fall by the wayside, and the new self is going to emerge. This is an illusion. The mirror is an illusion, okay? So we're going to start there. Wow, it's pretty deep. Okay, let's start with, I'm going to take this deck out. My old standard favorite here. It's kind of a deep subject matter we've got going on. So the Devil comes out. There's some toxic relationships with friends, family, relationships, somebody. Two of Wands and having two paths to go down, not being sure which one. And that sounds like the threshold here. Your inner self, your outer self, And working hard here. Again, the Devil, toxic relationships, and maybe that toxic relationship is with yourself, or it could be with others. But it can be interior, and you've been carrying a lot of burdens here, working really hard and carrying all these wands. And typically the wands, a lot of times, aren't necessarily even your issues, right? Source, spirit, angels, guides, ancestors. Can I get, yes, death and rebirth of the new self. Oh, it all ties together. Beautiful. Love it. Three of Wands. And we just saw the Two of Wands, right? Waiting for your ships to come in. Queen of Swords in the subconscious. Truth, clarity. Page of Pentacles. Oh. So this is an offer. Money coming in. Or are you creating your own wealth here? Some illusions in the conscious mind here. Maybe about what's going to happen. Well, we did say here the mirror is an illusion, right? So maybe that's what that's referring to. About who it is that you are as a person. Indecision here. Some indecision. Two directions. And the swords have to do with truth and inner truth, and it reminds me again of this mirror of the self and the false self, right? The self and the false self, the past self and the future self, and the false self and the real self, the true self here, and being blind to that, right? And feeling bound. Interesting. Knight of Cups. Attitude, Knight of Cups. Have a cup of love you want to give. Is that directed towards anyone specific, or you just want to get back into that mindset of being able to receive? Hanged Man, taking some time out in the environment here to go within spirituality. This is a spiritual retreat here. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So you're worried about your hopes and fears having enough money. This is like the archetypal money, right? Enough for you and yours and theirs. And the world. But the world is your final outcome here. Right? The world will be yours once you cross that barrier, the threshold. Go within to find the true self and stop looking at the illusion here. Yep. Maybe you have to be honest with yourself here, because there's a death and rebirth of the self. And then Three of Wands, right? Waiting for your ships to come in. Fascinating. Love it. Illusion in the conscious mind, right? That's that mirror. This is who I am. This is what I represent. And in the subconscious, there's truth. It's come talk to me. Come show me the truth. But if it isn't the truth, I'll chop you off at the knees, kind of thing. Yep. You notice that this feminine energy aspect of the truth says, come thither, I'm not going to chase it down. Bring it to me. Interesting. Okay, so bottom of the deck here, I had Ten of Cups here. And then I got Two of Cups when I shuffled again. So there is a relationship coming. There is happy home and hearth. I think that in order to be there, one has to be happy and content with self, right? Before they are able to have that lasting, loving relationship that we all want and that future of the Ten of Cups. And I think that's what this whole reading is about, Sagittarius. It's about a death of the old self, the past self, the false self, what you've always thought of yourself as, getting rid of that illusion, stepping into your truth, making a decision about who it is you're going to be, whether you're going to continue to perpetuate the illusion or walk into the true self here. There is some financial, foundational money coming in. And then, you know, you want to offer your cup of love to someone. You've done a real spiritual retreat to kind of figure out who and what you are about and how you're going to be going forward. You are worried about money here, you know, if you'll have enough, but the world is going to open up to you here. I think once you reconcile that, these two swords of truth here, what you've always seen as the truth in the past and what really is your true inner self, what will truly make you happy, and you're happy alone in your own universe, in your own skin, with who you really are, this world is going to open up. The Ten of Cups is going to come. So I want to get some clarification for you from Spirit on what's coming for you once this process is cleared up. You know, once you do the rest of that inner spiritual work that you've been working on, once you finish all of that, the world again comes up. See, this stuff doesn't, you can't make this stuff up. The world. Right? King of Wands came up too. Passion. Someone with a great deal of passion. All right. And you're very guarded right now, and I understand that. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be guarded while you're still working on yourself. You know, that self-protection mode is there for a reason. Don't worry about it. Deal with this first, and then you can, like, tackle that aspect of it, right? Lovers. Lovers comes up. Sagittarius, your counterpart, Gemini card here. Lovers. This is two seahorses entwined in the seaweed. And maybe, you know, maybe this lovers is the soulmate, the twin flame is you in this reading, right? This is your light and shadow side coming together to be your true self. That's how I see it. The Magician manifesting out of this spiritual what you want in your life. Damn straight. Nice. Love that. Oh, and the World again. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so that's where we are with this, Sagittarius. I think this is like super, super, super crystal clear, right? Got to love yourself first. Got to unite that dark and shadow self, right? Finish doing the spiritual work you started out on, and then this cup of love that you have to offer, you're ready to give out. Don't worry, you'll manifest that towards yourself. You're already doing it. The world is going to be yours, right? And here you have two koi fish. These are partners. This is a partner card. These are partner cards. This is the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. And this is where you have to get to in order to have that same kind of connection with somebody else. That soulmate connection with yourself will become a soulmate connection with the person who's coming. I did see a glimpse of King of Wands. I'm going to check back into that in April and see where you are with that. But this is fascinating stuff. Absolutely love it. I'll get you an oracle card here to kind of finish this out as well. This is just so straightforward. It's ridiculous. What do we want? Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the Psychic Tarot here. I'm going to get the Psychic Tarot for you guys. I think this is going to give you a little more clarity than the other deck. Well, let's see, Spirit. Can we get some, like, a final kind of piece of advice for Sagittarius here? I think you've made it crystal clear what needs to be done, what the energy needs to be focused on here for the world to happen. Destiny. Yeah. Hilarious. Oh, my God. So, and I mean hilarious in that it's just so obvious what's trying to come across for you guys. It's just great. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Spirit definitely wants you to know that you are on the right path. These are all about twos. Two of Swords, you know. The Lovers, the World with the two koi fish. Unite your shadow self. Oh, okay. I'll take them all. Whatever. I'll take them all if that's what you want. That's what you want. Love begins. Ooh, see? Yeah. Throat chakra, speak your truth. Oh, here's where the Queen of Swords comes in. Speaking your truth. Huh? What do you really want? This isn't being a people pleaser anymore. This isn't saying yes when you mean no. This is saying your truth, speaking your truth. And then love begins, right? You've got the rainbow here again, like the Ten of Cups. Wisdom. Authority. Stand your ground. 5, 5, 11, 11, 11, 11 here for these three. Okay. Let me just, a couple here I want to get for you because the rest of the reading was fairly quick. I'm going to dive into this a little bit more for you. The throat chakra is obvious to me. You know, you got to speak your truth here. In relationships, in the moment, what you really want, what you really need, what's important to you, not go swimming with the flow, you know. Love begins. Your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness, and positive feelings. This is the first of the emotions card and therefore signifies a new love opportunity beckons. Doesn't necessarily have to be physical love. Could also represent the passion or devotion for an idea, a goal, or even a new creative endeavor. This is the perfect time to open yourself and your heart to the highest vibrations and loving energy of the universe. When the past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as for yourself has been attained, your heart is truly open and ready to receive. So again, you know, you got to forgive yourself before the heart's ready to receive. But there is this coming in, you know, the Lovers, the Magician. You are manifesting this. You're doing all the right stuff, right? You're working on all the right stuff. Absolutely are. Working on the right stuff here. Let's see here. 1 second. Okay. Wisdom. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. This card illustrates that there's a spiritual teacher who's about to influence you or step into your life and impart his or her wisdom. Look around. Is there someone in your life who has the acumen, education, knowledge, and ability to integrate spirituality and its laws into the constraints of the physical world? This could be a compassionate person who offers guidance and inspiration and reminds you you're so much more than a physical being. You are also a spiritual being with unlimited potential. You may have also drawn this card to confirm that it's time to reach out and find an organization or group of like-minded souls. Being part of a group where you can share yourself, your thoughts, and get valuable feedback can infuse you and encourage you to be all that you can be. Kindred support helps you to live life to your highest ideals, finding the true inspiration and enlightenment that's part of your soul. Over time, the student often becomes a teacher, so don't be surprised when others start to seek you out. This card of wisdom is letting you know you have so much to share, whether you realize it or not. Nice. Authority. This card represents the masculine qualities of leadership, logic, strength, wisdom, and power. When it emerges, it acts as a teaching tool, and in doing so, it encourages you to develop or reignite these aspects or qualities in yourself. Other traits included are also reasoning, problem-solving skills, being grounded, and learning to develop strong mental control over free-reigning emotions, right? So we talked about forgiving the self and forgiving others. Often this card appears to symbolize a father figure or individual of wise authority who may be present in your life. It could be someone of high influence in business or a prudent friend. Ask yourself whether it's time to take on and emulate similar qualities. Now is when you must act like a leader and exert your will by incorporating form and structures into ideas, plans, and foundations. It's time to start talking and act in order to achieve what you must. Use the qualities and character of the authority card so that when you make a choice, your approach is from a place of wisdom, rationality, logic, and grace, rather than one of foolish belligerence, greed, or self-centeredness. The way in which you acquire, handle, and wield power and authority is now going to be tested. Interesting. And then 7, stand your ground. Let's see what that's about. Again, some of these decks take a little while to find the card. Sorry. Yeah. There are only 4 7s in this deck. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. This card comes at a time when you're being tested and challenged. There may be fierce competition and potential rivals surrounding you in personal or business life, but know that you have the strength and inner courage to stand your ground. No matter how hard or formidable things may appear, don't surrender or give up control. Be brave and stay true to your core, your life values and belief system, which are your best allies to help you move forward in all of this. It's important to remain clear and focused, for you may have to stand alone and defend your convictions to the end. Maintain your health and stay strong so that you have an ample supply of energy to endure anything, as this could be a long, arduous, yet ultimately hard-won victory. Okay. So, you know, from the oracle cards here, I mean, basically it's talking about spiritual wisdom and having a group or a spiritual teacher to kind of take you through this recognizing the true self and, you know, putting away the mirror of illusion about who and what you were, and forgiving self and moving on, wielding your authority once you get into the spiritual position of power with grace, and anyone who is an authority figure who can help lead you down the path, and then standing your ground in the belief of who and what it is that you are and what it is you're going to manifest here. But once you get your past self and present self aligned, the dark and the light, right? You're going to manifest into your life love. It's what you've been trying to work for here, for whoever I'm speaking to. But the throat chakra, don't forget, plays a big part in this, okay? Because having the mirror be an illusion, having illusions in the conscious mind as well. Like, I want this and this and this. You know, what do you really want? And honestly, sometimes we go with the flow and we don't speak the truth because of whatever reasons. We don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or we're afraid they won't like us if we don't agree with them, or whatever the case may be. And that your truth needs to come out here, because in your subconscious mind, you know, she's holding a sword. In her conscious mind, and I'm saying she because of the feminine energy here. I could be reading for a man as well. In the conscious mind, this person's like, oh, you know, I could go for anything, whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. What's your decision? But she does have an idea, and she does know what she wants. Okay? And there's a little butterfly here, crown on her head of transformation when she speaks her truth. All right? And this is being bound up. You know, this is in the subconscious. It's like, I have truth. I know what I want to say. My throat chakra is having issues. Like, I can't bring it out. And I have this indecision here, but not really. Right? So, spiritual work here. Keep on it. I think you're going to find the world opens up to you and you manifest the love you've always desired when you learn to love your true self and you give up the illusions, okay? And you speak your truth, all right? That's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe at the end of this video. If not, you can check out your moon, rising, or Venus signs as well. And if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can go on over there. I do other things there. I do contests, and I do different kind of musical cards sometimes for some of the tarot cards. It's kind of like a mini learn how to read tarot card thing that I do with music, which is kind of fun. And I can't do that on YouTube. And I also have another contest going for the number of subscribers. So if you are a subscriber and you're in the first 50 subscribers, because I'm not there yet, you'll be entered for a gift box that I'm giving away that has a bunch of different stuff in it. Has some sage sticks, some Palo Santo, dragonfly bracelet. I made these bracelets here as well for myself, but I make other stuff all the time. I'm always making jewelry, and I have those in that gift box if you're interested in that. And it also has a book on chakras, I believe that one does. Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff, some earrings in there as well. So if you're interested in that, check that out and subscribe, okay? and then you'll be automatically entered. The first 50 people who subscribe to my channel are automatically entered, and I'll draw that as soon as I hit 50. So that's over to you guys to decide how long that's going to be. Appreciate you watching my channel and sitting through the reading, and if you've come this far, then thank you. I genuinely appreciate your support and your interest. I'll see you again in April. All right, until then, have a great couple of weeks, Sagittarius, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, bye. Love you guys.